again.
Some wild cats.
Hey, you hear me? We back with it, man.
You're listening to Some Wild Cats.
You guys represent what is best in America.
Hey, Craig, let me ask you, do you use the same type of Beijing, or do you just, like, you mix that up, like you do just for men?
These dudes, boy.
Yo, I'm getting ready to put y'all up on something, man.
From the DMV to Wild Cats. Now, let's start the show.
Okay, here we go, man. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
What's up, my peoples? Yeah, it's me, Craig Black, coming to you live from the Wildcats Studios, live on our YouTube and our Facebook page, and there's some Wildcats podcasts, and always in the building. I always got my family with me. I got my dude, aka Cat Daddy Keith, aka Keith the Freak, aka Coach Keith. What's up, Keith?
What's up, Black?
I ain't nothing. What's going on with you? Hey, man, I'm good up in here, man. Feeling great on this Sunday, man. I'm shining and everything. I need where my makeup at, man. Hey, I'm feeling so good. Hey, I'm gonna tell you why I'm feeling good in a little bit, though, man.
That's bald head dudes always shining.
Also, last but not least, hey, he's making his return to the podcast. Ain't been here in probably like about 5-6 years. My man,
new days.
My man G, aka
What's
Big
up?
G, aka Glenn, aka the baseball coach, parent extraordinary. What's up, Glenn?
What's up, fam? How's everybody doing?
All right. So let's break it down for people, man. This podcast is about us and our friendship over the last 35, 40, 45, 50 plus years. And it's about the topics we want to talk about because we don't give a goddamn about what you think. And I messed it up, Keith. Go ahead and make the face. We're going to make the face. And happens. Man. All right. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling so good right now because a win. We got to win. Oh, and look who just popped up in here. Hold on one second. Last but not least, I gotta welcome my man, aka the coach of the year, aka the Bowie State finest, aka the talent, aka Bags. What's up, Bags?
Hey, what's up, y'all? What's going on?
What's up, Slim?
Right.
What's up, Tony? What's up with you, man?
Hey, you see, Bags was going through some film. If y'all don't know, my man Tony Bagley, he is the football coach. He is the linebackers coach.
Outside
linebacker coach at Bowie State University, which just won their third straight CIAA championship. So is that the hat you got on, man? 3P. You got that 3P.
Yeah, put that John in there. Put that John in the camera, boy.
There you go. See it right there.
Hey, that's good stuff. Hey, but look, I got to put some stuff in the game, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
your man was on the radio yesterday talking about you was the defensive coordinator.
Who said that?
who else on the radio?
Hey,
He give you a big shout out though.
Hey, Bags, I put you on
promotion.
I gave you a promotion, man. Next week you're gonna be the head coach out there,
man. That's what's up. Now we got some good coaches, man. Some good people, man. Dudes I work with, they real good people, man. So I show my man all his love, man. He definitely do his thing.
We don't have Bags for that long because he got to go through some tape and everything. But I'm gonna put this graphic up here. Look at that Bowie State, y'all. 3 years in a row, Bowie State CIAA champion. So break it down for us, Bags, man. How did it happen, Bags? How did it go down for this third straight CIAA championship?
Man, a lot of hard work, man. A lot of people doing things that are unsung, man. Our coach basically told us in the beginning of the year. Our head coach. Coach Wilson told us that the team that handled this COVID situation the best was probably going to be there at the end, and they did a really good job, getting kids vaccinated, coaches vaccinated, and having our kids understand the importance of making smart decisions to try to make sure that we didn't get hit, by that COVID situation that a lot of teams had to deal with.
Hey, Slim, and I'm gonna say this, Bags, as a parent, the whole university has done a good job with the protocol, with all of that, man. I was very impressed with it, and the way that they've been doing it for the last 2 years. They've been doing a hell of a job with the COVID protocol.
Yeah, definitely shout out to the folks up there. Shout out to the students and all the people that are at the university, because everybody got to do their part. You can ask people to do stuff, but when the I guess the mandates and everything else came out, the university did an excellent job of making the testing and the vaccinations and getting the information out, so people can make well-informed decisions. And thankfully, we haven't had any real issues, with that from a team standpoint, which allows us to, meet and practice and, be together as a team. It was a little weird in the beginning, man. You guys have all played sports, so you get to talk to the other team and shake hands with them. So in the beginning of the season, there was a lot of we playing people, man. We have good games, and it'd be like you just wave at the dude from across the field, or we had situations. We have players that know know a lot of players that play on other teams that couldn't really congregate with them or talk with them after the games because of the COVID protocols. And like I said, I mean it was a lot. We gone through a lot. We got a new field this year, so we had some logistic things that we had to do from a practice standpoint, and everybody pitched in and did their part, and got us to this point, man.
But Bags, man, this CIAA championship for the third straight year, I'm gonna reiterate that, for the third straight year at Bowie State University is it's just the tip of the iceberg right now, because y'all got the playoffs coming up for the Division II national championship, correct?
Yes.
What's y'all seed, man?
That starts this Saturday. We just found out probably about basically 3 hours ago who we play, so it kind of ramps everything up. We play a team by the name of Lenore Rhyme. They're out of North Carolina, and we blessed to get a 2 seed in our region. Oh, wow. So the way the Division II playoffs work, they break basically the country down into 4 different regions, and 7 teams out of each region, get to participate in the playoffs. So the 1 seed in each division gets to bye the first week. 2 plays 7. 3 plays 6, and 4 plays 5, and then you kind of roll it almost same as NCAA basketball tournament rules. So we got 4 games to get to a national championship.
This is crazy, Bags. I mean, how can Division II football do this great playoff structure and bracket, but we can't get the Division I to get it together like this, man?
I can't speak on Division I, man. This is just the format that Division II has. It takes on the more the level of the championship series. So if you look at it, you're speaking specifically of the FBS, the bowl series.
Yeah.
Because FCS, the other Division I teams that are in the championship series, their playoffs run just like ours. And it's the same way. They assess you on strength of schedule and
say that again. Say that again.
Yeah, strength of schedule is really big. And
we're gonna talk about that later in the show, Bags. But go right ahead. We're gonna talk about the strength of schedule.
So for example, I haven't seen the final rankings, but there was some talk that the team that we beat in the championship, I don't know if they made the playoffs or not, because in the end, when they're doing their playoff assessments, they take into the strength of schedule, who you play out of conference and how your conference is. We played, I want to say 2 or 3 teams that were ranked in Division II football, which gave us a pretty solid strength of schedule. We played a team from Michigan called Saginaw Valley State. We played a team on New Haven, and then of course we played Delaware State, which is an actual Division I opponent. So our only loss this year is by 8 points to a Division I school. It's a MEAC school, but you guys know there's differences in levels. The money is bigger, and things of that nature that go with it. So their budgets are bigger. They got more scholarship kids in the whole 9 yards. So for us to go up there and literally be within a couple plays from pulling that win off, it kind of gave us a measuring stick early to know that we can play with pretty much anybody. We got really good coaches on our staff, and we got a lot of kids that basically have come to Bowie and bought into the culture, and what the university and what the coaches are putting out, to the players. I mean, we got people that want to come to Bowie because we win, and we're not the biggest guys on the block. We play teams, man. We played a team this year. I swear, across the board, I think all their offensive line was 320 or more. I think our biggest defensive lineman might weigh 285 pounds, man. You know, so we play fast. You know, our kids, we pride ourselves on our kids being, you know, having high intellect football wise, because you know size and speed do a lot, but you know you can go a long way when you play with with kids that have skill, they have talent, and they're smart, you know, and they know what they're supposed to be.
All right, it's a Wildcats podcast coming to you live from Wildcats Studios, live on our Facebook and YouTube pages. Talk to a member of the crew who just happens to be a coach at Bowie State University, outside linebacker coach, 3 times CIAA champions. You see the graphic right there. And right now they're ramping up for the playoffs. So, Bags, we talked about this. I kind of joked with you about a week ago about a game where y'all ran the score up to like 79-6 on the team, man. I was like, come on, when is it stop? When do y'all like get to the point where y'all
in essence, what you really have to do is, man. No, you would actually have to watch the game. So from the way that the score looked, it looked like we ran the score up, but we didn't actually run the score up. If you look at the stats, our starting quarterback only was 10 for 16 for like 160 or 70 yards. He only threw 1 touchdown pass. Oh, we had 8 touchdown runs. And in that game, literally, I would say just about every kid that suited up that week played. First string, second string, third string. Towards the end of the game, I want to say even like 4th and 5th string kids that were in the game. And, you know, they were running basic football plays. Nothing technical, you know, nothing crazy formation-wise. We just turn around, hand the ball off to the tailback, and those guys didn't want to tackle the guy with the football.
So what you're saying is, Bags, they didn't let you coach the offense on that game. They didn't.
I ain't nothing to do with that, bro. I ain't nothing to do with that.
That score sound like something you would have did, Bags. You know, we know you, man.
Nah, I mean, in actuality, I think, you know, you guys know I've been coaching football a long time. Keith, you a coach. Sometimes when you play a team and there's a different in effort, you know, as far as the game goes, no matter what you do as a coach, it's just not going to turn out well for the other team. And literally, you know, let's just say if anybody knows basic football, a 23 dive, you just turn around and you hand the ball off to the guy, and he runs in the 3-hole. Literally, they were basically running that play over and over and over again. And every time whoever the running back was that got the ball, he was just popped through the middle of the line, and it seemed like nobody wanted to tackle the guy. So we had a lot of kids, man, that like I said, literally probably every kid that dressed that game played in that football game.
And Craig, I can vouch for him on that. I was up there along the fence while that was going on. I think I left at about 60 when they hit about 60.
Yeah, I mean the score was 41 to I want to say 41-6 at halftime.
Yeah, I was seeing folks that I never saw on the field.
Yeah, so I mean, literally, like, it kind of got to a point where you turn around and it's like, hey, who didn't play yet? And literally, like, you just put the guy in. Hey, man, 23 guys, on offense. And they just get a ball to the – and hey, man, ain't that that's like the 4th or 5th string tailback, right? Yeah. Man, that's about 60-yard run right there. It is what it is, man.
Hey, and look, and the other thing is, like, you could tell the people that didn't play that much when they scored. You had the whole sideline basically running to the end zone to celebrate with them, man. And it was like – it's like they're having fun and they're playing for each other. You know, sometimes, you know, teams play despite the coach. They playing for each other out there. You can see the whole sideline coming to celebrate with some of those guys that were scoring on them on that 23 dive play he talking about. Everybody came to the end zone.
Well, at the end of the day, you know, we've kind of got a situation where we have all our kids buy into a situation where everybody plays a role. So whether you first string or second string or third string or whatever, you play a role on our team. The kids that play on our scout team are just as important that our kids play, because they basically help get our kids ready to play, the kids that are going to play. And then they're getting better because, you know, iron sharpens iron. So if you're a kid and you're maybe a freshman or you're a walk-on or whatever, we're putting you in practice every day against the kid that's playing on Saturday. So you can't help but get better. So when these kids get on the field, you know, and they've been going against number 1 offense or number 1 defense all year, it's not a huge drop off because we treat all our kids the same. So whether you're a starter or you're a walk on, you're a freshman or you're a senior, we coach our kids all the same way. We drill them all the same way, and it just so happens that when you get there, other kids reach back. The older kids they help correct things. We correct things, and kids just continue to get better throughout the season. And the thing that makes this thing thrive is competition. We want our kids to compete. They compete every day in practice. We have good tough practices, which make games better for us, because when you have tough practices, you're ready to play games.
All right, so some Wildcats podcast coming to you live from some Wildcat Studios. We on our Facebook and YouTube pages right now. Talking to my man Tony, aka the Talent, aka Coach of Bowie State University's outside linebackers. They got that three-peat of that CIAA championship. So Bags, let's talk about the playoffs a little bit more before I let you go, man. So what do you think y'all chances are actually winning it all, man?
Hey, man, at this point, man, we play one play, one series, one quarter, one half, and one game at a time. Okay, any given Saturday, anybody can beat anybody. And at this point in time, it's a toss up, so to speak, because everybody's kind of put in the same boat. So when the selection show came on the night, that's big for our kids. We got them together. They got to get some of the championship swag. They got their T-shirts. We got these nice watches. You know what I'm saying, and things of that nature. And got your hat. And things of that nature.
I'm need one of them hats, dude. But go ahead.
Yeah, and then we ended up with a situation where it went to a watch party. They got a little something to eat while we sat down and watched. And you just watched the bracket unveil, because at the end of the day, we don't really know a whole bunch about the team that we're playing. They don't know a whole bunch about us. And literally, our watch party started as soon as they posted our name and our seeding, and then told us who we're going to play. They just turned the TV off because now it's time to go to work. So now we got to go, and we got to, the way that the thing works, they release basically film. So we got to, do what we do to the film, cut it up, tag it, and everything else of that nature. To find out the most we can learn about the team, because we have a protocol that we stick to every week about, issuing scouting reports and practices and things of that nature. It gets put on like hyper speed now, because we just finding out today at 5 or 5:30 who we're going to play. At the end of the day, if you make the playoffs, you're a good team. So we know that we're playing good teams, and they only get better from here on out. In our bracket, we have a number 1 seed, Valdosta State. We have a number 3 seed that's behind us, which is West Florida. They're the reigning NCAA champs. So the reigning NCAA champs for Division II are in our bracket, which means possibly two games from now, or actually one game from now, we could be playing the NCAA Division II reigning in the NCAA champs. Yeah. As a matter of fact, the way it shakes out in the bracket, we play Saturday, we get this win on Saturday. The next week, we play the NCAA champs. Who they won it last year, or the last year they had it, because I can't remember whether they did it last year for COVID or not, because I know some teams participated and some teams didn't. But it's a team out of Florida. They are the current, champions.
It's always them Florida boys.
Yeah, I watched that jump. I don't think they played last year. I think it was the year before all the COVID stuff. I did watch that championship game. Yeah. And Valdosta, or however you say that, down in Georgia.
Yeah.
They got a rack of pros that's done came through that program over the years.
Exactly. Too. So you're getting into the upper echelon of Division II football teams. The money's bigger for them. They got more scholarships, things of that nature. But to us, it don't matter, man. We just play football, man. We line up. We play with anybody in the country. Whoever you put on our schedule, whoever you line us up against, trust me, our kids are gonna be well coached. They're gonna get the best effort. They're gonna play hard. And then at the end of the game, we're going to see what happens. Let the chips fall where they may.
I feel you, man. Hey, Bags, man, I appreciate you for taking some time out. I know you got a lot you got to do, man, with the scouting reports, with the film, breaking down and tagging everything, man. We appreciate you. We also appreciate if we can get some of that swag, them hats to all the Wildcats fam. You know what I'm saying? Since I know you,
I got you,
coach. You know,
yeah, we gotta see what we got, man. They told me they had to place another order or some of the other kind of stuff because I guess everybody family's hitting them up for stuff. But we just wanted to make sure first that all our kids, you know, who put in that work, you know, got their, you know, they're part of it because they work really, really hard for this. You know, for me, this is big. This is my first college championship. You know, I've had chance to experience, you know, championships at the high school level. You guys know I had the semi-professional championship, and this is really big, man. It's a surreal moment. You know, you get down there and on that stadium and you watch the clock tick down, and you know what I'm saying, you get to you ready to go stand up on the podium. You know what I'm saying? They had to pry that trophy out of my hands. You know what I'm saying? I waited a long time to hold that, man. She pretty too, man.
Look, I see you figured out how to post on that, Joe, didn't you?
Man,
you post no other time. You figured that out, didn't you?
Look, y'all know that I ain't a social media guy, but I had to put that out in the atmosphere, man, because I it's been a long time coming. You know, it's been a lot of, you know, you guys know where I came from, man. Little league football, the high school, you know, all up and down the spectrum, man. So this really means a lot, especially since it's my alma mater, you know, and to get a chance to do that so close to home, man, and you know, at the home university, it's a real big deal, man. So, you know,
hey man, we back to claiming you, Bags. You know what I'm saying?
You know
what I'm saying?
I didn't know I was this on, man. What I need to get this on?
Yeah, that's my man, Bags.
We thought you had disowned us, but we proud of you, Slim.
But y'all know, man. It's the work that I got to put in to do it. Y'all know I don't do nothing halfway, you know. And it's kind of getting to a point now where you know, when you go back and you come into an already established program, because obviously you guys know this is our three-peat. They had won 2 other championships before I got there. So, you know, they're a tight-knit family. You know, I have been there before, you know, and I'm coming back. So they already had their dynamic and everything else, you know, set up the way it needed to set up. So it was kind of up to me to kind of figure out a way to fit in and not do my normal bull in the China shop thing. You know, Keith knows we've had many conversations about, you know, I know I can be difficult to deal with. So, you know, I'm glad I did it, man.
You can't help but be you, though, man. That's why I appreciate you, dog. You don't change for nobody. That's just the beautiful thing about you, my dude.
Yeah, look,
you know
it's kind of funny because they laugh at me too. Because even when I try, it still comes out. You know, it is what it is. But they kind of accepted me for who I am. But I just kind of learned that, you know, sometimes I got to temper the message, you know, in a certain way. So it's not totally me, but it's me. You know, just find a different way to say it, so I don't ruffle so many feathers. And like I said, they taken me in. They show me love, man. You know, they've given me responsibility. You know, to work with inside the program. And like I said, at any level, I'm learning that, you know, I can't always be a person that's got to control everything. Sometimes, you know, you just got to be part of the team. You know, and that's what I'm doing, man. You know, whatever they need me to do, I'm doing it. And this the outcome of it, man. I finally got this championship. I got my hat. You know what I'm saying? In fact, I got posted, man. Championships forever. I'm forever in that picture. They're gonna be. You go Bowie. 10 years from now, you're gonna see me standing in the back. You know of that thing. I can't never take it away from me, man.
Yeah.
All right, Bags. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for taking some time out for us, man, in your busy schedule, man. All right.
Man, you guys are my people, man. And look, I'm looking forward to it. You guys come to the game this weekend. Y'all gonna get at me? What's up?
Yeah. I'll be up there. You know,
that's cool. So just hit me up. I got you.
There you have it.
Hey, and look, your man, dude Titus that played with us up in Northwestern say Wilkins is his nephew, number 6, the running back.
Oh, that's my dog right there.
Yeah, that's Titus played with us.
That's my dog, man. He's a great kid, man.
All right. Well, Bags, I appreciate you again. I got that graphic up there, man, with that trophy. She do look good, man. Some Wildcats podcast coming to you live from the Some Wildcats studios. That's my man, Tony Bagley, a.k.a. The Talent. Y'all give it up for that dude one time. Thanks again, Bags.
Yes, sir.
And, we got that 3P at Bowie State University. And man, that's what it is, man. That's what it's all about. It's all about the winning, man. And we're gonna switch gears a little bit, and we're gonna go into we got a good segue to get into this NCAA talk about these rankings. We got a good segue to go there, but I'm gonna skip that. I ain't gonna beat up on Keith about that just yet, because Keith is a NCAA lover. You know what I'm saying? He loves the system.
I just understand how to play the game, Slim.
Oh man. You know, we're gonna switch gears and we're gonna talk about Kyle Rittenhouse real quick. We're gonna talk about some acting, some crying, and man, y'all just watch. Y'all check it out.
Whatever. That's right, run.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, I had to use that. I got that from my man Avion Crockett off his page, but you know, that with the trial going on about Ahmaud Arbery, and just he just looked so phony on that stand, trying to cry in the memes, and just like I just played, it was just so unreal. It was just so fake and phony. It's like if they don't lock this dude up, if they don't fry this dude, it's gonna be some straight bullshit.
That wasn't the Aubrey case, though. That was the one in.
I'm sorry. Not the Ahmaud Arbery, but you know, it's all so many of them.
Run together.
They're all running together right now. It's you know, it was the riots and everything with that case, but nevertheless, he killed. I think he killed more than one person.
Two people.
He killed two people. And what's crazy thing is, his mother drove him across the goddamn country.
State line. No, state line. He went from Illinois to Wisconsin.
That's across the country, right? Okay, all right.
That's like you going to Virginia, Slim.
Hey, but his moms
do your homework, man.
Did that. His moms did that, and gave him a loaded gun. Come on,
Slim, like this is the thing. Like Plies had he did a post about this, right? And it made the most sense. He said he had an unregistered firearm. He went across the state line and he killed two people. Let that had been Kelvin as opposed to Kyle. It'd have been a cut and dry case. It wouldn't have been no big jury thing about it. It would have been every day at the office.
No press.
It wouldn't have been no press about it. He'd have been convicted within 2 hours.
And that's what that's that.
And he was like, the facts are the facts.
It pisses me off, man, because we got to go through all this, and it should be an open and shut case, man. I don't know, but his acting was terrible. I don't know what his lawyers were thinking with putting him on stand, and they told him to cry. Come on, now,
he had 11 of his people as jurors.
How did that happen?
I guess his lawyers set it up that way. 11.
It's this world we live in. That's how
11 of the 12. So I'm sure that tugged on the heartstrings of somebody that was sitting in that jury.
But yeah, okay.
I ain't buy it though.
I ain't buy that shit either, man. I mean, hell.
Even if he was sincere, let's say he really felt that way. He really was crying because he felt remorse. Does not change the fact that when you planned it, then he asked like the police, like, yeah, they over there, and you go over there. That was planned all the way around. So how, even if you felt bad now about it, you still get the punishment as if I was brazen about it.
The other thing was Plies said on that same post was like, you can't pick and choose when you want to be the police. These are normal citizens that they just, all of a sudden now you're gonna become the police. You're gonna deputize yourself, and that's what is happening. Now, all of this could have been avoided if you didn't try to make yourself the police. You didn't have to come to Illinois. You didn't have nothing to do with that, and those two people would have been alive.
All right, it's a Wildcats podcast coming to you live from some Wildcat Studios, and we got some of our crew jumping up in here. Let me go ahead and get the introduction. Got my man Derek, aka the Money, aka the Wallet. He just popped up in here, and also,
what's up, family? What's up?
This nigga fashion to be late.
What's up, Derek?
Real fast.
What's up with you?
And also, we got my man Ant, aka the old man, aka Agent. We don't call him that no more. We got Ant up in here. What's up, Ant?
My man, Boogie Housing.
So we're sitting here talking about Kyle Rittenhouse, fellas, and his crying and his y'all saw him on stand and how fake he was, and I just think it's whack that we even got to go through this because all that's been going on with all the I guess the Black Lives Matter movement. This is kind of an insult to even see that. So I don't know. Give me your opinion, Dirk. Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it. It's an act. It's a performance. I mean, you have to try to steer the jury one way to have pity for him because you see that he was showing that, making it seem like that they was coming after him, and he the one who had the assault rifle, and the other gentleman, he had a pistol. So I mean, it's almost like his word against their word. So he's trying to portray that case that he was trying to protect himself.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's a bunch of bullshit to me, man. All right, man. You got any comments about it, man?
Yeah, the only thing I got, man, is I think they skating over the fact that the mother allowed her son to have an illegal firearm and then transported him and that illegal firearm across state lines to commit a felony. And if he gets convicted of a felony, then there has to be some charges against his mom at some point and stuff, man. So I don't know, man. The way that this whole case has been going, and at least what's been televised and what's been shared in the media and stuff, man. This kid is going to be acquitted. So it's a shame, man. Wisconsin's already kind of called the National Guard to get ready for for riots and stuff, man. So we might have this thing all over again, man.
You actually think he's going to be acquitted?
That's the way that they're talking about it, but
yeah.
I just don't.
After that performance, I mean, they are going to be riots because after that performance, if he's acquitted, they are going. They're going to be in the streets. They're going to tear shit up.
And let me tell you what they're going to look at after that performance. They're going to look at it as the way that everything went viral. Now, all of a sudden, he's even more of a victim now because everybody, the whole internet, is talking about him now. Off of that, he's the victim now after he killed 2 people.
And that's the biggest thing. He had a legal firearm. It ain't like it was registered anything like that. That's right. Like, I mean, if that was a brown black person, we would have all kinds of problems.
If it was Kelvin instead of Kyle. We already said that.
Yeah. All right, some Wildcats podcast coming to you live from some Wildcats studios via our Facebook and our YouTube pages, talking a little bit of Kyle Rittenhouse, and we're gonna switch gears, y'all. We're gonna go back into the sports world. We're gonna talk. Let's go to the NFL real quick and talk a little bit about the liar. Let's talk about Aaron Rodgers and his lie. So he said at first that he was vaccinated, quote unquote.
No, he didn't. He say vaccinated. He said that's different.
Immunized.
That's how
quote unquote immunized.
Yeah, get the lie right.
Vaccinated, immunized, the same goddamn thing.
Get his lie right. Get the lie right.
and then he gets caught in his lie. He comes back. They find out he never got the vaccination. I mean, so I guess a lot of people go in on him, and a lot of people talk bad about him, that he's a liar, blah blah blah. And he gets fined. This is two ways I want to go here real quick. First, I want to talk about Stephen A. Smith and how he got on Aaron Rodgers, because he really, the way he dragged Kyrie through the mud about staying out of the game, not getting the vaccine. He actually dragged Kyrie real hard, real bad. But when it happened to Aaron Rodgers, he was like, "Oh, that's my man. I can't believe this.
Yeah, he's just a liar.
He's just a liar."
I'm disappointed. Disappointed.
Stephen A. spent a whole week on Kyrie Irving and his
shows.
So because Stephen A. has more passion for basketball. He's putting that on Kyrie because he's saying that he's not looking after his teammates, which it's the same thing as Aaron Rodgers. But it's Aaron Rodgers. The NFL knew, his team knew that he wasn't vaccinated. So I think the NFL team itself should be fined more so than
exactly
Aaron saying that he was immunized. So I mean, what?
Well, I think Jay Williams agrees with me. I'm gonna play this clip for y'all real quick. Y'all check this out.
I describe with you because it's both of us. Yeah. It's fine. I wrote down some things that you said here. Sure. So 3.5 weeks ago, you said it amounts to betrayal for Kyrie. You said, quote, flat out stupid as relates to what he's doing. Quote, bad teammate. Quote, selfish. October 16th on CNN. To the hell with you. You say all these things about Kyrie Irving, and Kyrie Irving was very upfront and honest about what his situation was. Mm-hmm. He wasn't jeopardizing anybody else. He didn't put anybody else on the Brooklyn Nets and their team at risk. When he was allowed to be around the team, he had his mask on. He abided by all the rules. But he was subject to mass criticism by you, animated criticism by you. Mm-hmm. And then I'm in a green room, and I watch you, and I see your points that you had against Aaron Rodgers, and I appreciate the stance by calling him a liar. I just didn't feel the same venom. I didn't feel the same energy that was associated with Kyrie Irving. And a part of me wonders why.
Now, you can't break it down any better than that.
No, yeah. I totally agree with you.
Spot on.
Yeah, he was spot on. He was spot on. I definitely agree with him. I mean, I think we all agree with him.
So I just think it's kind of like because Aaron Rodgers is the most likable quarterback in the league. Everybody loves Aaron Rodgers.
No, he's not the most. Tom Brady's the most likable. Tom Brady's the most likable.
Craig, you know what it is with Stephen A? It's because Kyrie has done other things, just take off for weeks at a time, doesn't let nobody know that he was, had personal issues, and then he was seen doing skating. So I mean, it could be a number of things.
Aaron Rodgers did a bunch of stuff too. The whole thing he did in the offseason in terms of talking about
I'm not coming back, and I think it just goes back to Stephen A. always calling that Bama. He's a bad man. It's like he's just always on his nuts. And so when this happened, I like Jay Williams, and I hate to agree with Jay Williams, but
the one thing you got to
didn't get the same energy.
The one thing you got to understand is that the one thing you got to understand is that those shows, like with the with Stephen A., they're opinion shows. They're not media shows. They're not objective shows. So you can tell how he feels about certain individuals, like the way he reports on them. Like Jay Williams said, he's over animated and comes with a bunch of venom with the people he don't like. But if the people that he kind of messes with kind of come and does something that's not politically correct.
But he's been like that going all the way back to AI, as AI is his boy, and he always protected AI.
I mean, but we got that on this show. Look at Craig.
Craig,
that's true.
Craig shoot venom. He shoot venom at Stephen A. like a mug.
Craig is out Skip Bayless.
I go at everybody.
Craig is out Skip Bayless.
It's Stephen A. It's Stephen A. and it's the NCAA. That's it.
Don't forget about Michael Jordan.
Oh yeah, right. Michael Jordan, right.
Hey, it's a Wildcats podcast.
Scottie Pippen too, man.
It's a Wildcats podcast coming to you live from the Wildcats studio via our YouTube and our Facebook pages. We're gonna stay with this Aaron Rodgers thing a little bit more because it's another side of this. Because Aaron Rodgers, like I said, only got fined like $14,000 for lying, for not taking the vaccine, by putting everybody else at risk. But on another hand, the NFL rules are so whack. You got somebody like CeeDee Lamb, a Dallas Cowboy. I don't want to defend this dude. He's been fined $40,000. Hold on one second. He's been fined. Hold on one second. He's been fined $40,000, and y'all listen to CeeDee Lamb as he's been asked about the comparison to CeeDee Lamb.
Surprised by the amount that you've been fined for uniforms?
Yes, very surprised actually. Very surprised.
Especially considering what Aaron Rodgers was fined for lying to the league. Does that annoy you?
Annoy me? Nah. Confuse me a lot? Very much so, yes. I just don't understand why I'm always the one getting fined for some reason. Untucked jersey, socks too low. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
So I'm confused because I'm black and I got fined $40,000.
Apples and oranges, man. No.
There you go.
Two things.
There you go.
He already knew what he was. These are multiple fines in the totality. So this wasn't just one fine where he just got that amount. He got fined.
Anthony, they was $20,000 a piece though.
Secondly,
nah, he got the graphic.
I'm about
because
let me put
of the collective bargaining agreement.
Oh, wrong graphic.
Go ahead.
Oh, here we go.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's just like it's just the totality of it and stuff, man. But because of the collective bargaining agreement, I think they fined Aaron Rodgers the maximum that they can find him under the NFLPA collective bargaining agreement they have with the NFL.
And that was his first offense.
Which is
all these are multiple offenses. So if they tell you the first week to tuck your jersey and fine you $5,000, and then you turn around and come back and untuck it again, you're gonna get 10.
Only thing I'm pointing out is that it's some bullshit. That's all I'm saying. It's some straight bullshit. It's like the NCAA rankings. Come on now.
But guess how easy the fix is.
You have the chance of spreading a disease, a deadly disease, and you get the same fine as for not tucking your damn jersey. Come on now, man.
It wasn't the same fine. It wasn't the same fine.
Well, it amounts to almost the same damn fine.
But Craig, he
can fix it.
But he didn't do anything wrong to the like Keith said, to the bargain agreement. The NFL knew he wasn't vaccinated. The team knew he wasn't vaccinated. That's why I said the team itself should be fined because he didn't have his mask on in the facility doing interviews. That should be on the team. So
I think they got fined $300K.
Yeah, they did. They got fined $300,000.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. The bulk of it should be on them because they didn't follow protocols because he was not vaccinated.
I got to disagree with you there because if this fool knew he didn't get the vaccine, he walking around without his mask doing interviews any goddamn way. They go right now, man.
That's true. That's true.
Hey,
come on
I agree
now,
with
man.
you. Hey, Black, I agree with you on that.
Come on,
because
listen,
if he do it every week, then he should have been fined multiple times, and that's where the money would have came up most. So the first time he did it in the first week, he should have been fined whatever that fine is, and then he did it the second week without no mask.
Keith, I agree with you. The NFL should have fined him. I mean, they the ones know he wasn't vaccinated. The media, we didn't know he wasn't vaccinated, so it should have been on the NFL to fine. As soon as they saw him on doing the interview with no mask, he should have got fined. I agree with that.
And if they played 9 games, he should have been fined 9 times. If he hadn't won at any of the press conferences or any of that, it should have been fined 9 times. My disagreement with Craig is that he's comparing 2 different things with CeeDee Lamb and a uniform thing that he could fix. If he fixes his uniform the first time they find him, you don't have to deal with that no more if you wear your uniform the way you're supposed to the next time.
I'm using CeeDee Lamb's
as a bad example.
Well, it is what it is, but it's the same.
But I do agree with you.
It's the comparison thing. Come on now. One thing for tucking your shirt, another thing for spreading a disease. How is one more than the other?
No, because it's a uniform policy, it's a COVID policy.
Yeah, it's
different policies. He got fined for different things. So you can't compare the two.
What part of that don't you understand?
That's just like Craig. If you go to Catholic school, you go to private school, you don't have your jacket.
I fully understand it, but it's you don't understand. When I'm pointing out the fact that it's stupid. That's the only thing I'm pointing out.
It's stupid. It's stupid that you keep giving up money.
It's part of the collective bargaining agreement and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, you ain't got to charge me $5,000 to pull my socks up.
You hit me one time. I'm gonna pull them up.
We're gonna straighten that out. You're not gonna get me in September, then turn around and come back and get me twice in October. It's just
they ain't even get Zeke for having a shirt untucked or something.
His shirt was cut. He ain't having no shirt to tuck.
All right, it's a Wildcats podcast coming to you live from some Wildcats studios, and we're talking some NFL right now, but we're gonna actually we're gonna switch gears. We're gonna take it into college football with this good segue, because this is some more of that, I guess, this
Craig Black
BS, this bullshit that's going on inside of sports right now. And man, this is I'm gonna bring this graphic up real quick.
Hey, Keith Craig just need a boycott watching sports.
2 words are gonna kill all of this.
Okay. I'm gonna bring this graphic up for y'all real quick.
Say it, Keith. Say your 2 words. Strength of what?
Strength of schedule.
That's it right there.
And we're going to talk about strength of schedule. Right now, I have the week 9 rankings for college football, and keep trying to tell me it's strength of schedule. Okay, so I'm gonna start at the bottom. I'm gonna start at number 6 and number 7. Okay, both are 8-1, and we go strength of schedule. Okay, that's great. All right. So if Michigan State has a weaker schedule than Michigan State, they beat Michigan State.
They don't have a weaker schedule. They in the same conference.
They have an identical schedule.
Conference.
Same conference.
Listen, okay. So how the hell is Michigan Michigan over top of Michigan State then? If they're in the same conference?
Because who Michigan State lost to?
No. Look, I can't believe I'm saying. No. I can't believe I'm saying.
They beat Michigan. What are you talking about? Michigan State beat Michigan.
Listen, your graphic says week 9. They beat them in week 7. So whatever happened between week 7 and week 9, it doesn't matter,
man. No, it does not. They beat them, man. What are you talking about? They beat the team,
and then they lost.
So you gonna cry about one position? You want flip flop them?
I started there. I said I'm starting at the bottom. I'm starting there. To start it off with, because I'm going up to. I got to get to Cincinnati now, because Cincinnati's been bumped out. Come on now, Cincinnati's number 5 right now. But hold up.
Okay.
I know it's strength of schedule. It's strength
of schedule. They rank number what?
Let me finish my statement. Going into this season, everybody knew Cincinnati's schedule. Everybody knew their schedule. So why in the hell, halfway through the season, you're going to bump them up to number 3 just to, when it counts, bump them out of the playoffs? Why would you do that? If you knew their schedule,
Craig, hold on. Craig, when you say strength of schedule, it's not determined at the beginning of the season. It's the win-loss of the teams you beat. So
right, you don't know what people's records going to be.
Hey, Glenn, can you explain that to him again?
Yeah, take the picture. Take that picture down so I can see Glenn's face too.
Yeah,
right.
Glenn, please explain
You covering everybody up, man.
Covering everybody's face up with this nonsense.
Look, he said he only take down no picture.
Come on, thank you. Come on, Glenn. Talk to him, Glenn.
So when you go strength of schedule, they know who they're gonna play through the season, but you don't know what those teams' records are gonna be. So if I play 5 people who only lost 1 game amongst each other, but you lost to some school that is like ranked number 40, of course I'm going to have a strict, but that means the people I play had a stronger schedule, so therefore at the end of the season determines how strong the schedule is. That's why I keep made that point of, you talk about week 7, what was the ranking at week 8? Well, this week 9, whoever they played or beat had determined that made them to get a bump up. Just because you beat me this week, how they say every given Sunday, just because you beat me this week don't mean you're the better team.
What the hell? It don't mean you're better team because you beat
it's a different week. But you mixing again. We're mixing apples and oranges. The poll that had them number 2 was the media and the coaches poll.
I said
this championship poll.
Number 3.
But they got all the way up to number 2. Okay. They got all the way up to number 2 when they had to beat Notre Dame. But the BCS stuff is computer-based and a committee for the playoffs.
Man, Keith, they ain't gonna put no Cincinnati in the damn playoffs.
We already know that. But I'm trying to help him understand why that's a Power 5.
That's realistic, man.
Thank you. They're not going to do it.
Craig, look, let me give you for instance. Remember when we was playing in down Kenner League in the basketball meet, Keith, and then it wasn't a lot of people in the stands because they didn't know us. They're not going to put us in the playoffs.
Hey, man. Dirk, I agree with you 100%. And that's all I'm trying to say. That is some bullshit. It is what it is. It's about the money.
But Keith, we was busting their ass, though. But we don't want to hear that. We was busting their ass in the Kenner League. Forget that.
Man, this is a Wildcats podcast.
I still got my shorts.
I don't know where my
coming to you live from the Wildcats.
Them Jones probably big as a bug.
Them Jones 10x. Them Jones so long.
Them Jones was big as a mug.
Come down to your ankles. All right, we live on our Facebook and YouTube pages. Just talking some college football. Talk about the rankings right now. While we here, just real quick, who y'all think is going to win it all? It's going to be Alabama again this year, or y'all think?
I think Georgia. I think Georgia's going to pull it out.
Well, see, they're gonna have to play each other in the SEC championship. Though.
Yeah, the SEC gonna kind of be beating each other up.
Yeah, they're gonna beat each other up.
And then Oregon gonna have to get through the Pac-10 and stuff, man. So I think it's kind of still up in the air, to be honest with you.
All right. So we're gonna get off of that. We're gonna switch gears and go into the NFL real quick. We're gonna dabble in the NFL. We're not gonna go through all games, okay?
But he's gonna go through Dallas. Just go through Dallas. We can skip the rest.
No. We have to go to the team this week that well, let's just look at how the game ended. Let's see how the game ended real quick.
19th play of the drive is gonna put the game away. Touchdown, Gibson.
Yeah, my Washington football team, we pulled it out. Nobody gave us a chance to beat the world champs, and
nope.
It's any given Sunday in the NFL, and they surprised me because I thought they were gonna give it up once. I don't know what number 15 name is. When he fumbled that ball, I thought they were gonna do the same old at the end of the game with number 15. What is number 15's name on our squad? Keith, help me out, man. He's what's his name? He fumbled the ball right on the last drive, right before when they scored. I forgot his name.
Man, forget that, man. What's the unfortunate thing that happened to y'all? Chase might have tore his ACL.
Yeah.
That's the most unfortunate thing.
Yeah. Jumping. Yeah, that is terrible. Chase.
I mean, you should have started with that. Man, y'all got a lucky win.
I got a lucky win. We beat them 29-19, man. That ain't no luck right there.
It's the same. Any way we can get it,
It's the same thing. We just got finished telling Craig.
That was a good win. That was a good game. I'm not gonna discount that.
Was that a 9-minute drive? How long was that last drive? 9 minutes, 19 something. That was impressive.
It was a 19-play drive or something like that. I left. I ain't see nothing after the second half.
Craig, y'all know why y'all won? Because I had to get my tickets up. I couldn't go to the game today. That's why y'all won.
Say that again. Yo, what?
I had to get some tickets up that I found.
You closet fan.
I'm a football fan.
We know you was clapping. You know you was in there clapping.
I think he related to Algernon Grant. My bad, brother minister. I ain't mean to give out your legal.
Look, he mad today right now. They tied the Lions today.
I was gonna go through that.
I know. How in the world? Lions, they still ain't get a win because they ain't even a win. That's not a win.
Look, we're gonna spoil your rundown today. You can't do the rundown. We too far past it. We're gonna spoil it today.
We're gonna go through the Cowboys. They won. They beat the Cowboys 43-14.
Last
time I saw the Eagles was up. I didn't get the end of that game, so I ain't had that down there. So, but I think the Eagles, did they win today or did they lose today?
Yeah, they beat the Broncos. It was like 30-13, something like that.
Okay, well that's NFC East. That's all we really need. Steelers tied. Patriots.
Yeah, you're right. 30-13.
Patriots blew out the Browns, and that kind of surprised me. I thought the Browns were going to actually get it together after last week, but I guess
they try to blame everything on Odell.
Yeah,
but look, y'all. Look at the league in general. Look at them saying, look, the Broncos blew us out, and then the Eagles go turn around and blow them out. I mean, who would have thought that would happen? You know what I'm saying? The defense dominated us.
Any given Sunday, man.
I mean that's true. That's true.
And that was Dak's first game back. I say,
but still, that defense dominated. That defense dominated. I mean, his rhythm was off, but
that's no different than a bye week, man.
Like, nah, not coming off an injury. Come on, Jeff.
1 week.
But like you say, I mean, who thought the Patriots would smack the Browns though? I mean, 45-7. I mean, come on now. I mean, like you say, any given Sunday, I mean, that's the way it is.
That was
how about the Dolphins? What about the Dolphins and Ravens? That was a big upset.
Oh yeah, that was good with Thursday night
because they could separate.
Bunch of upsets this week.
Clear one.
Yeah, bunch of upsets this week.
One now.
That's the Ravens' second straight loss, and
yeah,
it is what it is. Shout out to that dude, Lamar Jackson. He got his number retired up there in Louisville, didn't he? Over the weekend.
Yep, he did. Yep. He had his Gucci outfit on.
That baby had. I was about to say he had the ugliest Gucci joint I ever seen.
Gucci jack coat.
He had the bubble vest, the bubble Gucci vest.
Right. He ready to get paid, Keith. That's all he wait for. And he does not have an agent. He's negotiating his own contract.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Right. Before we wrap up this NFL thing, we got to put up the image. The only thing that really matters about this week, that right there. Some Wildcats podcast coming to you live from some Wildcats studios and via our Facebook and YouTube pages. We're gonna switch gears and go into the NBA and talk about the hottest team in the NBA. Yes, our Washington Wizards one time, and we capped off a great win with Bradley Beal not even being in the game. And Kyle Kuzma has been showing up. Y'all just take a look at
tonight. He's 0 for 5 from 3. Carter against Gafford, and Gafford got the block. Or is that Kuzma?
That was Kuzma.
That was Kuzma with the block.
Hey, but it looked like Gafford.
It did look like Gafford.
I mean, this squad right now is really impressive.
They spreading the scoring around, Jack. They spreading around. You got energy coming off the bench.
Unlike the team in LA, our new pieces are coming together real fast. You know, our new additions are really, you know what I'm saying? You know,
they get you 5 champions.
We're meshing real well right now, and it's like, you know, I know it's early in the season. I know it's 82 games, but we got to celebrate the Wizards when we can because you know they the Wizards. What the hell? It's like, you know, it is
number one in East.
Yeah,
I think we're like,
and we still missing some. We missing some pieces too now. We still missing some pieces that still hurt.
But them pieces gonna have to.
Hey, Dirk, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Go ahead. Hey, so Dirk, you know those you was quick to give up those Washington tickets, but I ain't heard nobody say no for those Wizard tickets, man.
I'm quick to give up those Redskin tickets like a mug. And look, nobody be responding to the Redskin tickets. That's mighty funny. Look, Grin, I didn't put it out there a couple times. I ain't even get no hello or nothing.
Man, I'm on Redskin detox, man. I didn't even watch the game today. I said 4-game suspension. I can't watch 4 games, so.
Hey, look, Craig, Glenn, look, hey, Glenn, daggone Boo hit me up for the Wizards tickets. The Boo was like, "What's up, bro?"
Man, y'all some fools. All right, some Wildcats podcast coming to you live from some Wildcats studios. We're talking Washington Wizards right now, and I guess it is what it is. You think it's going to last the whole season? Are we actually going to be a contender in the playoffs? You think?
Look, you don't have to rely on one person. You got look at some of the last 2 games. Kuzma has been off in the beginning of the games, and he's been coming through at the end of the game with some big threes, and he's doing on the defensive end and as well as get rebounds. And then you got Trez coming off the bench. And he's giving you like 20 in energy, man. They can sustain that because they don't have to put it all on Bill. Bill don't have to carry the load by himself no more.
Yeah, because they went with Bill out the lineup, they went with Gafford out the lineup, they went with Dinwiddie out the lineup.
Yep.
So, you know, so they've had some key pieces and stuff out and still figuring out how to win and stuff, man.
You got the last time Bill was out, Dinwiddie had 30. Yeah. He had 30 because he could drop 30.
But I said when the trade first happened with Russ, that the pieces that came over here was going to help make them better. I didn't expect them to be this much better this fast, but I knew they was going to be better because they all had championship pedigree already.
But
I don't know if I would give them no championship pedigree as much.
But
I just think
did they win a championship?
Yeah, but they weren't.
Okay, well then that's championship pedigree.
They had a chip on their shoulder. Kuzma had a chip.
Championship pedigree.
Everybody that came played a role on that team. Everybody.
Montrezl Harrell
did not play.
He did not play. He did not play. He ain't play at all.
Montrezl and Kuzma has a chip on their shoulders.
Yeah,
that's just bottom line. They have. I mean, Kuzma got something to prove. He got his money, and you know they shipped him off. I mean, at first it was like Kuzma was off limits for trade, and then they shipped him off. You know, so Kuzma. I mean, hey, if the pieces coming together and they working, if you look at the line, you like 20, 20, 15, 16, 20. I mean, the scoring is spread around, and it's coming off the bench.
And look, and Dinwiddie was the steal because he was coming off that ACL. They didn't know what he was going to be when he came back, and he came right back to where he was.
Yep.
That's the
that
X
was a
factor
big, that
for
was
me,
a big
Keith.
surprise. Yeah, big
Dinwiddie's
surprise.
my X factor because I say he can actually, if they need it, he can close like
Oh yeah.
like Kuzma
But he
did.
was doing it.
I believe he can. That's what I'm saying. He can be the
Yeah.
closer if need be.
Yeah,
He can create that shot. He can do his thing on his own.
But that's what they. Well, I'm gonna say one more thing. But that's what they need because Bill always turning that shit over at the end of the game. They don't have to always rely on Bill for whatever reason. Bill turns it over at the end of the game. That's been for years. That's not just this year.
Every time. That's why I call Dinwiddie the closer. All right. So Wildcats Podcast coming to you live from the Zoom. We're talking NBA topics. I'm just going to jump on the Warriors real quick. The Warriors seem like they're the Warriors of like 5 years ago. So are they
actually younger, son?
So are they real? Are these Warriors real? Is it going to be they're 11-1 right now, the best record in the NBA? Is it going to last?
Yeah. And Clay not even back yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Clay not even back yet. They got young dudes that's stepping up and making and playing a pivotal role in what they doing, and they only gonna get more comfortable than when Clay come back. It's just they look like they right back.
Jordan Poole and really stepped into that role and stuff, man. And they're gonna have to pay that dude and stuff, man. And Andrew Wiggins
playing like he was supposed to.
Wiggins playing lights out. Yeah.
Can't forget about the other AI. Iguodala doing this thing too. All right.
I don't know. It's gonna come down when it comes down to the playoff. They're gonna put the clamps on. I mean, you got to put the clamps on Steph. I mean, I just don't know. I don't know how he's gonna sustain that, but he's done it before. I don't know. You got to find out. I don't know.
He had 50 the other night. It looked easy.
I know he did.
All right. So Wildcats Podcast comes to you live from the Zoomverse. Before we get up out of here. I got to introduce that dude, Craig the Critic, one time. We got to show some love to our little brother, my man Kamani. Y'all got to check out his film. It's called The Thanksgiving Roast. Kamani is starring in the film. Y'all got to give it up for my dude one time. You can see it for free on Tubi. And once again, it's highly recommended by Craig the Critic. Hey, Glenn, have you seen your brother's movie yet?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
in the theater or it's on
you can see it for free on Tubi. You can see it for free on Tubi.
What the hell is Tubi? What the hell is Tubi?
It's a streaming app, man. It's a streaming app, man.
I'm gonna have to go check it out then.
Hey, that might replace Wavy Dude, man. Tubi might replace Wavy Dude. I gotta call him when we get over here.
I'm trying to show you some love, but you see what happens.
It's always love, but Tubi might have replaced Wavy Dude.
What the hell is Tubi?
It's called Thanksgiving Roast, man.
First there was Pornhub, now there's Tubi.
Also, you can check out The Holiday Fall on Netflix, The Red Notice on Netflix, and that No Time to Die, that 007, that last James Bond movie with Daniel Craig. That joint is hot. It's on demand. And we got to celebrate the return of the Ozarks. That's January 21st, 2022. We're gonna do a big show about that Ozarks.
What's the black Western movie? What's the
Holiday Fall?
Okay, yeah, that was good. That was good. I asked what's the name of it. I figured it was good.
Yeah, the Holiday Fall. That was good.
That was good.
Hey, you ain't touch your BMF. You ain't say nothing about BMF.
BMF came on. Oh my goodness, BMF.
Hey, you calling yourself Craig the Critic?
I haven't seen BMF.
Damn.
Fired.
I haven't had a chance.
You fired.
Man, what he's selective, Keith. He's selective.
Yeah, you fired.
Craig the Shittick.
Yeah,
Craig the
Shittick. That's the hottest thing on right now. You ain't seen.
I haven't watched BMF yet.
Don't use that hashtag no more.
Look at this dude, man.
All right. So let's get to why you came here. It's actually the FIUU candidate of the week. And I guess this week is real simple. It's not too hard. It's the bad acting dude, the fake crier. We're going with Kyle Rittenhouse and his performance. Should I bring it up one more time for the people? Yeah, let's bring it up one more time for people. Kyle Rittenhouse's performance on the stand.
Whatever. That's right, run.
I don't give a fuck. That is the worst acting. Oh my goodness, that's terrible.
So
that's terrible.
FIU stands for Fuck It Up University, and Kyle Rittenhouse totally fucked it up. And he's getting we put him in the theater department, hands down. He's been in the theater department. His paperwork has been processed, and he's on a full scholarship. He's going to be, I don't know what you call them in theater. He's a thespian. That's what he is. He's a thespian. Y'all give it up one time for Kyle Rittenhouse, the Fuck It Up University candidate of the week. One time. All right. So
ain't nobody giving it up to him.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Anyway. We hadn't had a unanimous one in a minute.
Yeah. How about we give an honorable mention? We give Jada Pinkett an honorable mention one time. How about that? Jada Pinkett Smith gets an honorable mention. All right. Okay. I don't know if y'all read the meme. Wow. Okay. Wow. Jada Pinkett Smith, honorable mention. All right. All right. So there you have it, man.
Goodness.
That's the show for this week. As always, we show love to Black-owned businesses, resident Black-owned business, Ezra Technology, that specializes in
IT services, construction management, facility management.
We also show love to PJ's Coffee out there in Bowie. Shout out to Mike Harris and his beautiful wife. Also, we show love to Henderson Automotive in Queenstown, Maryland. Been around since we was like 14, 15 years old.
Longer than that, dog. We was younger than
family is still down there doing this. So shout out to them. And anybody else got another Black business they want to shout out? Anybody want any shout out? Any love to anybody? No.
What's Kamani on? Tuba who?
Shout out to Tuba.
Also, shout out to the Burton and Craig Shields Foundation. Community Cuts for Kids is coming. We're planning 2022. Go to the CraigShieldsFoundation.org. It'll be 21 years in St. Louis, and we're going for 5 in the DMV. So there you have it, fellas. Any last words before we get up out of here?
Craig, I got one. Craig, I want to give a shout out to my little man, Jaden Johnson. He got the highest GPA in freshman class, 4.38. I just finished up the football season, now starting up the baseball workout. Just putting in the work, man. Dude looks good. So, I give a shout out to little Jaden Johnson.
Shout out to my
Congratulations.
That's good shit.
Proud Unc right there. That's me, man. That's my man, Jay. All right, so there you have it. Thanks for checking us out. We're here every other Sunday. So our next show will be what, Keith? And what day? When we'll be back on our next show, Keith?
Sunday after next.
Hey, thanks for checking us out. And I gotta show some love once again to my family. We laying to rest my big cousin Derek Blackman on Thursday. So shout out to my aunt Gloria and my cousin Lisa. So there you have it. That's the show. Thanks for checking us out. We appreciate y'all, and we out.
I said, now if you don't get the hell out of